Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? I'm back with another Division 2 live video, and I wanted to talk to you all about healing. So don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube at G underscore boy T, and you will see all of my videos on my builds, my live play, running raids, and anything of that nature, guys. Just tune in, and I hope you guys enjoy all of the content. All right. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about healing. All right. So this healing build is a very basic healing build, something to get you guys started if you want to try healing. All right. I know there's a lot of different ways you can do this, but this right here to me is one of the most efficient ways for my play style. And I go over a couple other ways you can also set up your healing build as well that you can try. All right. So let's get inside the build. All right. Starting out, we have the survivalists. All right. And the reason we are going with the survival is because of all of his healing capabilities. So let's go to the table and let's see what survivalist grants us in this healing build. All right. All right. So if we go down to survivalist, we see all of our little perks. You guys make sure whenever you're running any of the specializations, you make sure you come down for whatever gun you chose to equip to your build. Make sure you got uh, your little talents maxed out with points. All right, so it can give you that damage increase. Okay, all right. So let's go up and let's see what the signature weapon does. It gives you a 40% increased signature weapon damage. All right, and that's if you max out the passive talent. All right, to level 4. All right. They give us the incinerator grenades on this survivalist build. It increase uh, outgoing healing by 15%. That's pretty good. All right. You want that perk. All right. It increased protection from elite by 10%. Alright, and the kits that you get, the armor kits, they repair over 5 seconds instead of instantly, but also apply to group members within 20 meters. So this is why this is such a great specialization to run with the healer build, okay? And when it says armor kits now repair over 5 seconds instead of instantly, that just means whenever you use it, over 5 seconds, you will continuously get heals. No matter if you're getting shot, it'll come right back, depending on how far down you are on your armor at the time of getting shot by NPCs. Okay, so it's actually a good thing because if you just use the health kit and you get shot and you're still in that 5 second range, it'll fill right back up. So it's very useful. Okay, and not to mention it also heals your teammates that's near you. Okay. They got the Mender Secret Mine that you can use, for helping repair allies. All right. This mod increases the Secret Mine's health, and this mod increases the Secret Mine's healing. Okay, so if you decided to go with the Secret Mines, the Mender Secret Mine is the special seeker that can only be used on survivalist specializations. All right. Now going down, survivalist tactical link. Group members get 10% bonus damage to targets with status effects. All right. So if you got any NPCs or ads out there that you're fighting and they all have status effects, you just now giving your group a 10% bonus on damage. All right, to targets with status effects. All right, that could be fire, disorient. Um, it could be confusion, any bleed, fire, burn, any of those status. All right, and just remember, oxidizer is not a status, and DOT, damage over time, is not a status. Okay, so it doesn't work on those. All right, so we got the scrapping by talent, and it's got the gain 5 ammo per second for your current weapon while performing a cover. While in cover, gain 10% skill haste. All right, that's good right there. You want as much skill haste as possible so you can get your skills back in a much sooner timely manner. All right, and of course you got the 50% pulse resistance. All right, so let's head back out. Now on this build, I'm using the mechanical animal. Okay, for me, the mechanical animal works best for me for my play style. I know you're not going to be doing a lot of damage of that nature, but that's not my purpose as a healer. All I'm trying to do is do something that's going to give my team a buff whether it's being healed or damage output, right? So that's my purpose for this build. And the talent that's on this mechanical animal is future perfection, all right? So weapon kills grant +1 skill tier for 19 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times, okay? So weapon kills at skill tier 6 grants overcharge for 15 seconds. Overcharge cooldown is 90 seconds, all right? So this with the BTSU gloves gives you a opportunity to have like double overcharges, right? So when you, even though you have the BTSU gloves and you've used the overcharge, and you're in battle, if you happen to get a kill, you can go right back to overcharging. All right, so that's a great plus when using this talent. All right. I decided to go with the Ravenous in case I want to do some damage towards enemies. Alright, and of course this talent is called the Jiria Freaky, going on trigger pull, fire both barrels at once, alright? So it's basically a 2-barrel gun, you pull the trigger, there's 2 bullets coming out at one time, okay? Now, when fired from the right shoulder, hits add offensive primers, okay? And defensive primers when fired from the left shoulder. So hits from one shoulder will detonate all of the opposite shoulder's primers when present. When detonated, each offensive primer deals 100% weapon damage, while each defensive primer grants 4% bonus armor and 10% amplified damage to armor plates for 5 seconds. Alright. Primer effectiveness is doubled at 10 stacks. Alright. So, you can get 10 stacks off it. So if you shoot an enemy 10 times, from one shoulder, and then you swap over and you basically detonate from the opposite shoulder. That'll give you your 10 stacks and that'll amplify. All right. And you have shooting from the right shoulder, going to left gives you that kind of like that little explosive like primer, like an explosive bullet on the enemy for the plates. And then if you start from left and go to right, that's what gives you your bonus armor while you're shooting ads. All right. So I think this is a pretty decent weapon to have whenever you're in healer build to give you some damage output when you need it. All right, and of course I went with the Survivalist D50. It came with 11.6% pistol damage and 8 damage to target out of cover. All right, that's also some good damage from the pistol. Okay, and this is a named pistol, Survivalist D50. This is the pistol that you can only obtain in the survivalist setting. Okay. Alright, and it has perfect sadies. Alright, deals 25% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. After 3 kills, applies bleed to the next enemy you hit. Alright. Going into the mask, we're using the future initiative. Alright. And the attributes for this that I went with are both repair skills. Alright, both repair skills. Now, just having 2 pieces of these on will give you repair skills about 30%. Alright, let's give you an additional 30%. Alright, 3 pieces is giving you a plus 15% skill haste and plus 30% skill duration. Alright, and with the 4 piece, it gives you the ground control talent. It increases you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 15% when at full armor. So, peep that you have to stay at full armor if you want this talent to be active. Alright, if you take damage at all, this talent is not active until you are back at full armor. So you want to have a playing style, some type of strategy to where um, you're not in fire with the NPCs. Okay, kind of keep yourself in a cover position, somewhere hidden, somewhere you can just look over the group and just keep them healed. Okay, when you repair an ally, you and all allies within 5 meters of you are also repaired for 60% of that amount. All right, that's a lot. All right, 60% is a lot, guys. All right, so this is a very great talent, probably the best talent, talent and gear set to use whenever running skills. All right, now for the chest piece, so many different ways you can run this build. I decided to go with the Out Summit, but it gives you plus 20% repair skills off back. All right, and as you can see, my attributes, um, they're going from skill haste and 2 repair skills, and the last one is a repair skill mod. Okay, now the talent that I went with is the Empathic Resolve. Okay, and the reason I went with Empathic Resolve is because repairing an ally increases their total weapon and skill damage by 3 to 15% for 20 seconds. All right, 1 to 7% if self. So that means for you. All right, effectiveness increased by your skill tier. So as you can see, we already have 6 skill tiers. So it's at its best effectiveness. All right, right now. All right, and the reason I chose Empath of Resolve, because if you pay attention to this talent and what it gives you, whenever we're repairing an ally, the weapon and skill damage is increased. All right, for 20 seconds by 3 to 15%. But if you watch the ground control talent from just having the 4-piece feature initiative, it kind of does the same thing, right? It increases you and your allies' total weapon and skill damage by 15% when at full armor, right? So if you are getting hit and this buff is no longer active, you still can gain and have, and you will have the weapon and skill damage buff from this chess piece. Therefore, you're not missing out, and your teammate is still doing the same, nearly the same amount of damage they was doing while the future initiative talent was active. All right, until you get your armor back. All right, and so that means that this is actually doubled whenever you're at full armor. So I think this is, to me, the most efficient way to continue to have the best um, output on healing and continuing to give your team a buff so they can speed through the run. All right. Now for the holster, I went with future initiative and repair skills for the attributes. All right. Knee pads, future initiative, repair skills, and for the gloves, we went with the BTSU data gloves, which is the exotic gloves. All right, and these gloves on the attributes give you skill haste and repair skills. Okay, skill haste and repair skills. All right, and the talent on this is um, trans transference overclock, and it grants plus 15% hive skill haste per skill tier. All right, that's 15% hive skill haste. All right, per skill tier. So if you got 6 skill tiers, you multiply that by 15, and that's what gives you your total hive skill haste. It just means it's making your hive come back super fast. All right, whenever it's broken, whenever you break it or whenever it runs out, that's when it comes back very fast because you have high skill haste. Yeah. All right. And detonating the hive refreshes your skill cooldowns and grants overcharge for 15 seconds. If at skill tier 6, this effect also applies to all allies. So you have to be at skill tier 6 if you want to help out your allies with this. All right. So this overcharge it lasts for 15 seconds. It basically boosts everybody's skills. It gives more damage output when it comes to certain skills, so it'll bring your skills back instantly. And even if it's got 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50-second cooldown, it don't matter. It's gonna cut it and it's gonna bring it right back immediately. Okay. All right. Now, allies receiving this effect are unable to benefit from it again for 120 seconds. Right. So if you overcharge your entire team plus yourself, um, they won't be able to get the effect of that overcharge, bringing their skills back immediately for 120 seconds. Okay. Now you can continuously overcharge yourself. Now if you break your hive again and you want to use it on yourself, you can definitely do that for yourself. All right. So that's why these BTSU gloves are so important whenever you're using a healer build. Now the backpack itself, um, we are using repair skills, and of course this backpack comes with the talent called strategic comeback support. It increases ground control, proximity, and repairs from 60% to 100%. All right. So this backpack is what basically boosts how fast you are able to heal your team and your allies. All right. But like I said, it's very detrimental to me. I think this is the best way to go about healing. But like I said, it's a lot of different ways. Now for the skills, we went with the chem launcher. All right, and the chem launcher that we're using is called the Reinforcer chem launcher. All right, and it has 8 for ammo. Ammo cooldown is for 20 seconds. So each bullet or capsule that you shoot out at your teammate to heal them, it's going to take 20 seconds for that one capsule to come back. All right, but you have a total of 8. Cloud radius is 5 meters. Cloud duration is 7.5 seconds. You also have the ally repair. So allies are getting 1.5 million back on their repair, right? And repair over time is 307,000. All right. If you're going PvP and you're trying to heal with this build, it gives back 769,000, and repair over time is 153,000. Okay, and that's for DZ. All right. So if we go down and look at our skill tiers for the 6 skill tiers that we have, this is the boost that it gives the reinforcer. So you're looking at plus 6 ammo just for having 6 skill tiers. It gives you plus 6 ammo. It gives you 60% radius, 120% on your healing. All right. Now I don't have any expertise on this reinforcer, but you can add another plus 23% on expertise if you have, or if you're on expertise 23. You definitely can add another 23% to that healing capability. Okay. I went with the mods of healing and radius. Those are the 2 mods that I went with. All right, to increase the radius of the cloud and to increase the healing effectiveness of the chem launcher. All right. So on the second skill, we're using a hive, but we're using the restorer hive, and refill speed is 1 second. So that means whenever this hive is broken or it runs out, it comes back in 1 second. Each hive comes back in 1 second. All right. It's 36 charges. So you basically in 36 seconds you'll have all 36 of your charges. All right. Now the range is 12.8 meters, which is a pretty decent size. Duration is 283.5 seconds. That just means how long the hive is able to sit out, whether somebody is retrieving heals from it or not. If it's just on the ground somewhere, 283 seconds is how long it's going to stay on the ground before it deconstructs itself. All right. The hive itself has 4 million health. So if you got ads trying to shoot it out, they're gonna have to do 4 million plus damage just to take this hive out. All right. Now healing is 456,000 per character. So if you have allies around you, that's how much they're getting back from the heal hive. All right. And PvP is 278,000. All right. So going down to skill tier 6 to see what perks we got from having 6 skill tiers. It's giving us plus 24 repair charges. It's giving us 120% towards our healing. It's giving us 60% range. All right, and that's basically talking about the circle, the radius of the hive itself. Once you throw it out, that's what it's giving us. All right. You're getting 60% on drone speed. All right, and 420% on health. All right, so plus 420% on health, and that's the actual heal hives health. All right. Now going down, as you can see, you can also make this proficient. And you can use expertise once it's proficient. And once you use the expertise, you can make this. It's probably duration. You probably can take the duration up even longer. All right. Healing is added plus 5% towards allies, and plus 4 repair charges were added to this heal hive. And then we have another 5% duration. All right, so those are the mods that I use for this heal hive for this build. And like I said, you know, another way that you probably seen it done is you probably seen the backpack missing, and they probably used the setup, right? Um, if we go down, let's see if I have the setup. Yep. If you use the setup, basically it gives you perfectly opportunistic, right? And enemies you hit take 15% more damage from all sources, right? So that means um, if I'm running around with a shotgun or a marksman rifle and I'm hitting enemies, everybody on my team, right? They're putting out 15% extra damage towards all enemies, all right? Because that comes from all sources, from everybody that's playing with us, all right? I've seen it done one way like that, and I've also seen where they're using like an App Summit backpack for this. Everything else is future initiative with the BTSU, and the App Summit backpack, of course, it gives you a plus 20% on repair skills, and um, I've seen them running with Safeguard as the talent, right? And Safeguard, I believe it gives you like 100% on repair skills. But at the same time, me personally, I don't like Safeguard because to me, is if you're using Safeguard and you get hit, you're basically losing the talent because you're hit, because you still have to be at full armor for Safeguard as well. So you're really not gaining anything from that in my sense, because there's no telling, you know, when you're going to get hit, when you're not going to get hit. So that's just another way you can run it. Like I said, I've seen it with the setup, with the Safeguard, but you run it with Empathic Resolve, you won't miss a beat because you're still going to get that plus 15 that you may not have because you're losing armor from the actual future initiative. But this talent right here is going to keep that same damage output buff for weapons and skills. Keep it up at 3 to 15, and then once you get your armor back, this is going to stack on top of it. So you're going to do more damage output, right? All right, so this is the healer build that I decided to go with, right? And I actually want to show you guys exactly what it does whenever you're running in a team. So I am going to join up with a group, and I'm going to show you some gameplay on how the healing actually works.
A clan member has joined your
Alright.
team.
So what we're going to do is we're going to run and we're going to do a little invaded mission. Let's do American History Museum. Let's do that.
Black Tusker moved into the American...
And let's push here, and that way I can show you guys exactly how this build unfolds whenever you're running in a group.
Can't let them succeed.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
Alright, so we're running 2 directives. And we're doing an invaded mission. This is the Heroic and American History Museum. And just so you guys can see, these are the this is Reset Tuesday, and these are the invaders. Viewpoint Museum, we got Grand Washington. We're doing American History Museum. The Stronghold looks like it's District Union Arena, and of course you're gonna have to do tidal basin behind that. All right. So let's go ahead and run in. I'll be healer. Everybody else is gonna be doing their part.
Be prepared.
And what you want to do is you just kind of want to, you know, throw your heal hive out for your team. Just find you a space where you won't take damage. And if you do take damage, it'll be okay because you're still giving that team that damage output, 15%, 3 to 15% damage output, just for having that chest piece talent.
Agent down.
And you can use the chem launcher just to increase the healing output. And don't be selfish to use your to use your heals on yourself. All right, don't be selfish. Keep yourself up. Now, when using your mechanical animal, you want to try to find an enemy you can kill. Because you're not going to do a lot of damage, but if you can kill an enemy, you can see how your hive has become a whole lot bigger. You see the hive has just expanded. All right, because you got their overcharge, and everybody else has an overcharge now. For 15 seconds just from killing the enemy with the mechanical animal. Alright. Now you see his armor came back instantly with the reinforcer. Alright guys, so hope you guys enjoy the gameplay, and I will be back in a minute.
Making good progress. Take it steady.
Laptop detected.
Don't let them escape. Don't.
Download complete.
We'll review the data you just downloaded and see what we can make of it. Continue your sweep.
I'm getting a flurry of movement right outside the north entrance.
This must be the last of them. Take them down, Agent.
You're gonna bleed out right here.
Area secure. Good work.
Alright guys, and that is the end of the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed this video, so you can have some idea on how to heal if you've never seen it done before. Great repair skills to the team. Everybody was alive, able to kill all ads with the damage buff from the empathic resolve talent on the chest and the double damage coming from the feature initiative 4-piece talent. Alright, Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter at G_boy_T. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys would do different. I'm curious to see what you guys got in your bag of goodies. All right, Hit Clan out. Shout out to Quint the Great, Spirited Shield, and Black North for joining in on this video. And we are out.